Oh my gosh, I have not recorded a video in like a year on this channel. So I am at Absolute Recomp. I just pulled up to the parking lot and I'm about to go in and show you guys a little mini tour plus my workout for the day. I'm training legs and I was looking through YouTube. I saw a couple videos of this gym, but like I feel like they didn't do it justice. So I'm gonna try and show you guys like what it's like to train here on a leg and glute day, and hopefully it's not too crowded because it's a Tuesday at 2:30 p.m. This gym usually gets packed around like 4 or 5 until like 8, so hopefully I can record as many much equipment as possible. And the good thing is that if one machine is taken, they usually have 3 or 4 other ones that do the exact same thing. So let's go in this gym and get started. So I'm headed into Absolute Recomp. This is their Las Colinas location. They have a couple other ones and they're building 2 more that are supposed to open this year. When you come in, it's so cute in here. I love the marble tile everywhere. And here is the women's locker room. They have plenty of lockers where you will just create your own code to open and lock it. They also have a sauna, which I love and need to use more often. So we're gonna get started with a workout. As you can see, there's a ton of cardio equipment. And look how many Stairmasters they have. It's just like a never-ending row of Stairmasters. I've never seen this many Stairmasters at any gym in my life. So that was awesome. I didn't do the Stairmaster today, but a lot of leg days will start off with that. Today though, I did walking lunges and they have this turf that extends from one side of the gym to the other. So I'm just doing a walking lunge with rotation to warm up my legs and my lower back as well as my abs. So I did that for a few times and then I went on to step ups with a knee drive. It's super important to warm up. I know when I was younger, I did not warm up and I ended up tearing my ACL. So literally since then, I definitely warm up my body part or parts that I'm going to be training that day. And the lights happen to turn red as they do every hour on the hour. So this is another part of my warm up. You can call it a working set, I guess. So I like to do hip abduction and then go into hip thrust. This is usually my first main exercise, I would say, to get my glutes a really good pump. And to increase the pump, I put on this band above my knees. And I don't go crazy heavy on hip thrust most of the time. Today was just one plate because I also wanted to test out another hip thrust machine, which I hadn't used before. So this one was actually harder. I did pretty lightweight on this one also. And after using these, I decided to use one more hip thrust machine just to show you guys like how many they have here. I totally forgot to hit record, but this machine, it reminds me of a roller coaster. Like you pull the thing down and it locks you in and goes over your waist. Okay, this is my favorite machine to use now. I used to do barbell squats, but those days are over because of this machine. Oh my gosh, I freaking love it. So it's called the Power Max squat machine. So this requires slightly less core stability than if you were to use a barbell. They have so many leg presses and hack squat machines. And if one is taken, there's like 8 or 9 more. There's so many. So just want to get you guys a good view of all of these machines. During rush hour though, it gets pretty crowded. Okay, now I'm headed to the reverse hack squat machine. Well, it's a hack squat, but I do reverse hack squat because it targets the glutes and the hamstrings like crazy. So although I'm doing a squat, trust me when I say this is sort of a hip thrusting motion. So I really feel this in my glutes. So I'm doing 3 sets of 10 to 12 and increasing the weight with each set. Yeah. Okay, moving on to back extensions. To be honest, I do not really like this machine. This is my first and probably my last time using this one because I feel like it causes hyperextension of the hamstrings. It's easy to hyperextend where your knee is just because this platform is elevated, and it was quite awkward actually. My hamstrings were pretty sore the next day, but not like a normal soreness. It was more like I pulled a muscle because of where the placement of my feet was, and I don't know. Won't be using that one. Okay, so today's last exercise before moving on to the cables was this seated half deadlift. So this works the glutes like crazy without engaging the hamstrings. If you're looking for a new glute finisher, I highly recommend these. So I did 3 sets of 12 here before heading to the shower. Just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of the shower. There's so many shower heads. The only bad thing though is that the water would not get hot. So I took a cold shower. I tried everything. I turned the knobs in every direction. Look at all the jets though. It's pretty cool, but it was freezing. I'm back at Absolute Recomp for day 2, ready to try these new machines. About to hit glutes, quads, and hamstrings hard. I'm not gonna be able to walk tomorrow. That's the goal. Okay, so let's go in here and get her done. Alright y'all, back for day 2. Just had to do a quick mirror selfie and check before I headed to do the workout. Every girl knows when your outfit is cute, you're gonna have a fire workout. So of course I had to start off with hip abduction. This is how I start off all of my exercises for the day. Also, I did a warm-up before this, but didn't want to show that to you since I showed my warm-up in the last part of the video, the first part. So I'm just doing 3 sets of 15, increasing the weight with each one. Today I tried this hip thrust machine. It's like doing hip thrusts on the Smith machine, but with more stability. To be honest, I did not like this machine the first time I used it, but now I freaking love it. So this and the hip drive are my go-to machines for hip thrusts. This one I find I have to go a bit lighter on because it really works the glutes like crazy. The only negative thing about this machine is that you see my headphones are hanging. Yeah, so they have these pads right next to your shoulders, close to the ears. If you have big headphones, they will not fit, so I had to take them off. Next, I headed to the leg press machine. This one I love because of the angle. It hits the glutes like crazy as long as you put your feet up high on the platform. So this is my heaviest set of the day. I usually start off with 2 plates and work my way up to 5, trying to get 6 by next month so I can progressively overload and get my leg strength back because I've lost a lot of quad strength due to injuries. Okay, so here is my absolute favorite machine to hit the glutes. This one is brand new. It's only been out for a couple weeks, or maybe at the time I'm releasing this video, it's been out for like a couple months. But this is called the Power Max Lunge or Lunge Pro Max, whatever, who cares? The angle that this hits, it's like doing Bulgarian, I said Brazilian, Bulgarian split squats without having to set up all the craziness and worry about foot placement. So it's like that combined with a reverse lunge. I love this machine. It hits the glutes like crazy. And even though it's a lunge, you're gonna feel it in your glutes more than the quads. Next, I went on to good mornings. I typically do these on my hamstring heavy days. But you know what? This gym has so many machines. You can literally not worry about barbells. I used to do a bunch of barbell exercises when I went to Lifetime and Equinox, but now that I'm at this gym, it's just crazy how they have so many machines, whether you're doing compound work or isolation. So I am going into single leg deadlifts. After this, I superset the good mornings with this exercise, and oh my gosh, the isolation on the hamstrings with this. If you haven't tried these before, I'm telling you, you will feel it. So they're single leg deadlifts, but you get that stability from putting your non-working leg up high. So it's totally isolating the working leg. And oh my gosh, my hamstrings and glutes were on fire after that. This is what I like to do to finish every glute day because, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this machine. However, I forgot to lean the seat back. What am I doing? Okay, so this seat actually reclines and you get even more glute activation on the glute medius. So today I just propped my hips up, and it's like a lying hip bridge with abduction, and I love doing that at the end of my glute days. Next, I'm going to just burn out the hamstrings because why not? So just using the hamstring curl machine, the seated leg curl machine. Oh, these are hard. So I always do these and I superset it with a single leg hamstring curl right after on both sides. So yeah, after this, my legs, my glutes were totally fried. And you guys stay tuned for the next video. I will see you next time. Okay, bye.